Hello, wonderful viewers. I believe strongly that you have created a 20Xpro account and you're trying to find means by which you can activate the first course. And you're probably living in a country where you don't have that much strong leadership so that you can purchase a key from one of the leaders. You're probably the pioneer there. If you are in this category, then congratulations, because through you, 20Xpro is going there, and that is a huge opportunity for you. So let me do this quick tutorial to enable you make payment for the key yourself. So the key steps for this tutorial is what I want you to note down. So you can do so by picking a pen and a paper, and then we go through the key steps. So the key steps, the first step is we're going to fund our 20Xpro account. Then we are going to buy a key with the account using the buy key tab. Then we go to my keys to copy the key that you buy, or the key that we have bought. And then we go to use a key to activate the key for the course, to begin the course. So these are the main key steps that we're going to stick to throughout this tutorial. So with that said, let's move on to our 20Xpro page. So first of all, you open your 20Xpro page and then you log in. Now, after logging in, you'll find some tabs on the left side of the website. Great. So if you're already a member and you want to purchase a key, if you have money in your 20Xpro account, as I am having a balance of 35 euros, I can use it to purchase a course which key is equivalent to which that money can afford in simple terms. So that is really what it is. So if you do not have money in the 20Xpro account, then you have to first of all go to wallet. So as you can see, wallet is here. Then we click on funds. And when we click on funds, it will open up a tab for us. So yeah, that is really what is happening. Sorry for my slow internet today. My internet is really slow, but we're going to cope with it. Great. So here we're going to find two tabs again. You'll find the add funds and the withdraw funds. So at this stage, you can either add funds or withdraw. So with this same process, you can withdraw your money from 20Xpro. So first of all, we want to add funds to activate our course. So we click on add funds. Great. And when we do that, we will have these fields to fill. So first of all, we will select our payment gateway. So we click on payment gateway, and then we find the types of payment systems that we can stick to. In most of our world, which is the developing countries, we making payment with cards. It's not that very easy with some of the banks here, so it's out of the options. Bank wire in our country is very expensive. The Swift charge for a bank wire transfer in Ghana alone is $75. That's a lot of money. So we do not want to use that also. You can pay by coin payment if you've got cryptocurrency, that's Bitcoin. And you can pay with perfect money. But that is also a challenge in some of our world. These developing countries, this can also be a problem. So what we want to stick to in this tutorial is the last option, which is the TransferWise. TransferWise is universal and doesn't pose any challenge at all. So you want to select TransferWise. Great. And then we input the amount of funds we want to purchase. The amount of cash we want to fund our 20Xpro account with. So for the sake of this training, I'm just going to type 100. Great. And afterwards, you have to type in your verification code. So it's going to be there. So you look at your verification code and you input it. And you click on add funds. So it will bring up a dialog box to ask you if you're really sure about it. And then you just say yes. Now when you do that, it will load another page giving you some very vital information. Great. So as you can see, on this page, we can see that we wanted to make a payment of how much? 100 euros. But 20Xpro has added a percentage. There is 7% of the total money as the transfer charges or transaction charges. Great. So you're going to take note of that. And you're going to take note of the email because you need it at the TransferWise website. You're going to take note of the receiver's name, which is Intercollectica Limited. So as you have seen, 20Xpro is organized by a physical school in Cyprus, and the school is Interconnectica. It's a digital marketing school that teaches you all the strategies that you need to implement if you want to take your business online, which is the best way to go, especially in this moment of pandemic. A lot of businesses are going down, but the businesses which are well established on the social media platform or online are still thriving. That's more reason why you need to take 20Xpro very serious. If you want more about 20Xpro and how you can learn as well as make money from it, I'm gonna put a link to the full compensation plan explanation of the 20Xpro opportunity. You're going to take note of the IBAN number. And when you look at the transaction reference, it's telling us to use our username. So when you're creating 20Xpro, you use your username. You create a username for 20Xpro. So at this moment, you input your username at the TransferWise tab so that 20Xpro will know that you are the one who made a payment so that you can fund your account with that money. So this is a very important information that you need to take note of. And the best way to go about this is to copy. So you copy and then you paste so that you don't make any mistakes. Great. So after taking note of this, the next step is to go to TransferWise. So this is the website. Great. TransferWise is the website. So you type it into your web browser and you wait for it to open. When it does open, if you don't have an account, you sign up, as you can find at the right top corner. You sign up, and it's very easy. You can sign up with your Google account. It's very, very easy. I'm already signed up to it. When you're signing up, try as much as possible not to associate your account with a currency. Otherwise, sometimes it makes it difficult when you want to change the currency that you have, assigned or connected your account to. So I'm going to log in real quick by clicking on the login because I've already created an account. So if you're starting, you need to sign up first to create an account. So I signed up with my Google account, so I'll click on the Google and then it will open up. And as I said, sorry for my slow internet today. I don't know why, but it looks like it's even better now. In the morning, I started the tutorial and I had to stop because the internet was so slow. Great. So it's almost done with opening up. If you, by mistake, connect your account to a currency, you find it on the right side here. You find it on the right side here. Great. Where you see the send money, the home, the debit card, the recipient. You find account there, so you can humbly click on it to delete it. Great. Now, when you get to this stage, you want to send money to our 20Xpro account. So you go to send money, which is found at the right top corner. Great. Left top corner, sorry. You click on that one. Great. And then we wait for it to load. Now, when it loads, great. Beautiful. You will find the very short process to go through to complete the whole task, whereby we pay directly from our bank account into our 20Xpro account. So first of all, we want to send euro. 20Xpro is in Europe, it accepts euros. So we change it from the Great British pound to euro. So we click here, and then we select euro. And then we input the amount of euros that we want to send. In my tutorials, I made it 100 euros at the 20Xpro site. And then 20Xpro added a charge of 7 euros. So it made it 107. But let's see what happens here. So if I click 107 here, I'll find out that the site is telling me that 20Xpro will receive 105.93 because TransferWise will take 1.07 as the transfer fee. We have fast transfer, which fee is usually higher, and then some other options also, which is the normal speed. We want it to be a fast transfer. So we have to take into consideration the charge that 20SM TransferWise will also add so that you send exactly the amount. Otherwise, you will not get exactly the amount that you want to send to the 20Xpro account. So you will go back and change it to 100 and let's say 9. And with that done, 20Xpro will receive 107.92. So it's a little bit higher than our 107 that we need to pay to 20Xpro. So if you want to pay exactly 107, you need to check the commission that TransferWise charges and do the exact calculation so that you get the exact amount of money to type at you send here so that they will get exactly 107. But if you don't mind, sending an extra cent to them, no problem with that. So when you're done with that, you go to continue. So the continue will take us to another tab. So let's wait for it. Good. In that tab, you find who you want to send the money to. I've already done it before, so I have Interconnectical Limited already here. But assuming you don't have it here, what will you do? You go to someone else. You click on someone else and it's going to load. And if you remember, this information that we saw at the 20Xpro page will be inputted here. So the information that we find here will be inputted here. Great. So you type in the email, you type in the full account holder's name, and you can find it here. Account name is Interconnectical Limited. And then we check inside Europe because they are in Europe. And then you come here and then you type your IBAN number, which you can also find here. Great. And after doing that, you confirm. But because I've already, have done it before, I can find Interconnectical here. So after doing that and after confirming, you find 20Xpro Interconnectical as I find here. So all you need to do is just to select it. So when you select it, it will take you to the next stage where you verify. So this verification stage is very, very important. It lets you see, the amount that you are paying, the amount that 20Xpro is going to get, and a lot more. Now, when you come to this down part of this tab, you will find reference for Interconnectical. And if you remember, 20Xpro told us to input our username as the transfer reference, as you can find here. Use your username in the TransferWise reference. Great. So you go here and then you type your username. My username is, as you can see, Shilomet. So I will just input my username here. And then I click on confirm and continue. So you click on confirm and continue, take you to the next tab where you actually, make the payment. So at that tab, you'll be given the opportunity to input your Visa card information. And the payment is done directly from your debit card or your credit card, as you can see here, to your 20Xpro account. So 20Xpro will receive a message in the money, and then with your username, it will then send the money into your funds. So after doing that, you come back to your 20Xpro page after some, a minute or a full moment. You come back to your wallet, and you go to funds, and you see your balance has been increased with the money that you paid for. It's that simple. Great. So as you can see, my balance is 35. I've made a lot of over 200 and something euros in some few, months when I joined. It was not even up to a month. I made a lot. So I've withdrawn most of it and I have 35 at the moment. So after making the payment, 20Xpro confirm receipt and they will send the money into my account. So if I receive the money and I want to use it to activate my course, let's say course 1, the first thing I'm going to do is go to Key Center. So I believe strongly we can all see Key Center on the left tabs. So when I click on Key Center, it will load. First of all, I don't have any key, so I have to buy a key. So I buy the key. As you can see in our key steps. So our key steps, you have already finished, funding our account with TransferWise. Now we are going to buy a key. So it's easy. There are a lot of courses that you can find here. You can buy more than one course key if you want to, give it to your downliners to also, activate their keys. You can buy keys for course 3, course 4, course 5, and a whole lot. So when you get to this stage, let's say you want to purchase one key for course 1. That's the first option here. So when you look to the right side, we can see buy here. So we're going to click on the buy. So when you click on the buy, it will load and you find this very simple interface here. So all you got to do is input your verification number, which is in this case 11791, and then you click on buy now. Because you already have the funds there, it will take the money from the funds and then purchase the key for you. But I'm not going to do it now because I'll have some money in my account. If I click on buy now, I'm going to purchase the key, which I don't need at the moment. So after purchasing the key, I believe strongly that we know where to find the key, isn't it? You go to My Keys. My Keys. After purchasing the key, you're going to find it at Your Keys. So you click on My Keys, and you see the keys that you have purchased. So this is exactly how it will come. So as you can see, the key codes are here. So this is what we want you to do after purchasing the key. You click on the key and then to open in full version. If you decide to write it down, you are prone to making mistakes. So the best approach is to copy it. So you can find a copy right here. As you can see, so you click on the copy and it copies the key for you. That's simple. You can decide to write it down, but you're prone to making mistakes. So after copying the key, you come back to your key center, and on the last option is use a key. So you click on use a key, and it will open another very simple interface for us. And all we've got to do is click here and paste the key. And after pasting the key, we type in the verification number, and then we click activate now. And with that done, your first course will be activated. It's that simple. Your first course will be activated. Now, when you have your first course activated, then you are also ushered into the business phase of 20Xpro. If you want more details about how the business runs and how you can make money from 20Xpro, I'll leave a link down below for you to click on and watch the full compensation plan. You'll find a full compensation plan of 20Xpro explained in full details in that video. So what I'm going to do now is show you how you can get your referral link so that you can invite as many as you can to also join this business. You can teach them how to buy their own keys, or you can buy the keys for them and sell it to them, for them to be a part of this, for them to learn social media marketing, viral social media marketing, to boost their businesses online so that they can make as huge as they have always wished for. They can make so much sales and they can take their business online so that it runs forever, even in the midst of a lockdown. So all you have to do now is to go to Team Network. So when you come to Team Network, you find this. Now, when you go to Promotion Center, it's going to open a page for you. If you're using a phone, you have to scroll down to see this. So this will be open. If you're having a phone, it will be below these tabs. So you have to scroll down. You find it exactly where my pointer is drawing. So when you come to this side, when you're using a tablet or a phone, you find it here. So all you have to do is to copy this link, and anybody that you introduce this opportunity to, you can send this link to the person to click and create an account. If you're not in there, if you're not in, readily available to explain the details of the opportunity, you can send to him the link down below that gives a full description of how 20Xpro works and the compensation plan for the person to watch. And if he makes a decision, you just copy your link and send it to the person to create an account. So this is a very simple tutorial of how you can buy key yourself to activate your courses, and also buy a key for your downliners or tick them. This is very important because sometimes you get prospects from other parts of the world who may find it not trustworthy to send money to someone they don't know. So you can teach them this, send them this video so that they can create an account themselves to activate a key for themselves, to start the course, to boost their business, and also make money while they learn from 20Xpro. I believe strongly that this video does much good. And if you are interested in this video, you can, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to this channel for more tutorials on how 20Xpro works. And then from now onward, I'm going to be organizing, some tutorials and, some training for members. If you want to be part of these trainings, you can hit me up. I'm going to drop my WhatsApp number. I think, let me do it now. You can find my WhatsApp number here. Great. So hit me up. And if you want to be part of my team, which is the fastest growing team, you can also hit me up. And let's make something out of 20Xpro. So no matter where you are across the globe, kindly make sure that you subscribe to this channel. You WhatsApp me for more details. Join my team and let's work together to make over €1 million from 20Xpro. 20Xpro, choose success. Peace out.